Fist bump, welcome back. My name is Faris, aka the Football Accountant, and today we are looking at winning the World Cup, the sum up video. So we've looked at the past 5 teams to win it from 2022 Argentina back to 2006 Italy, and we've looked at trends in terms of how many caps do they have, who gets how many minutes, how many goals do they score, how many do they concede, all of these type of things. And we're doing a sum up of those 5 to look at overall trends, right? Now, the reason I left it till after the group stage, even though there's already been one, or maybe by the time you watch this, a few round of 32 games, is having the group stage stats and lineup changes, especially those two things, allows us to be a lot more predictive in terms of who's going to win it, right? Which is the main point of this exercise. The main reason that I started this series was I wanted to look at what the past 5 teams have done and use it as a predictor to see who can win the trophy at the end, right? Now, a lot of this is very back of the napkin math, and it comes with 2 main qualifiers, right? The first one is just because something has happened before doesn't mean it will happen again. And the second one is just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean that it won't. And I was trying to come up with an example or an analogy to give to people, and I've come up with a very weird one. So I'm a driver, right? I drive my car and I get into a car crash, right? Just because I've crashed my car once doesn't mean that next week, next year, or at any point in the future, I will crash my car again, right? It's happened once, it might never happen again, right? You can win the World Cup once, you can win a football game once, you might never win another one, okay? And the second qualifier of just because it hasn't happened doesn't mean it won't happen is, at the moment, I haven't been in a car crash, touch wood, and that doesn't mean that I won't get in one in the future or can't get in one in the future. So a lot of these things, I am in a way saying one of those 2 things. I'm saying, right, it hasn't happened, it won't happen, or it has happened, it will happen again, right? So that's the main flaws to the reasoning that I've used. But I do think in general, looking at a lot of these trends, it is a good predictor, right? Or a fairly decent predictor. The first number that I looked at was caps total across the whole squad. So we can see a range: France 599 up to Germany 984. And average age has a range as well, from 25.5 to 28.4. Now, I would expect there to be somewhat of a correlation